It was one of the most beloved sitcoms of early television, a show that brought warmth, laughter, and charm into millions of American homes. But when the George Burns and Gracie Allen show ended after nearly a decade on air, fans were left heartbroken and confused. The finale didn't play out the way viewers expected. What really happened behind the scenes of this iconic show's final days? And why did its ending carry such a bittersweet weight? When the George Burns and Gracie Allen show premiered in 1950, it was an instant hit. The real-life husband and wife duo brought their vaudeville chemistry to the small screen, blending witty dialogue, playful banter, and Gracie's delightfully scatterbrained persona. Audiences adored their dynamic. George was the straight man, keeping his composure while Gracie delivered her quirky, offbeat lines with perfect timing. Together, they created a rhythm that set the standard for sitcoms to come. For nearly 9 years, the show ran like clockwork. Week after week, viewers tuned in to see George and Gracie navigate everyday situations with humor and heart. It wasn't just a comedy, it was comfort television in a rapidly changing America. The show even broke ground stylistically, with George occasionally breaking the fourth wall to address the audience directly. It was a formula that worked so well, it seemed like it could go on forever. But behind the laughter, change was brewing. By the late 1950s, Gracie Allen was growing tired. A lifelong performer, she had spent decades in show business, from vaudeville stages to radio to television. The demands of weekly television, memorizing lines, rehearsals, live tapings, were exhausting, and her health was starting to decline. Those closest to her noticed the toll it was taking, even if she never complained publicly. The decision to end the show wasn't made by network executives. It came from Gracie herself. She wanted to step away from the spotlight, retire from performing, and enjoy a quieter life with her family. For George, it was a devastating realization. He knew the show couldn't exist without her. She was its heart, its magic. So, when Gracie said she was done, George didn't argue. He simply supported her. The final episode aired in 1958, but unlike the grand finales of later television eras, it wasn't a sweeping goodbye. There were no dramatic send-offs, no teary speeches, no closure that fans might have expected. Instead, the show quietly wrapped up as if it were just another episode, leaving audiences stunned when it didn't return the following season. Many viewers didn't realize at the time that they had already seen the last chapter. What really happened was that George wanted to protect Gracie. He didn't want to make a spectacle of her departure or force her through a farewell that would only draw attention to her declining health. Instead, he let the show fade gently, leaving Gracie's legacy intact. It was a decision made out of love, not showmanship. In the years that followed, George Burns carried on in show business, eventually winning an Academy Award for his role in The Sunshine Boys. But he never stopped honoring Gracie. He often said that everything he achieved after the show was because of her. Gracie Allen passed away in 1964, just 6 years after the finale, and George never remarried. Their love story and their comedic partnership remained one of Hollywood's most enduring. Today, the finale of the George Burns and Gracie Allen show is remembered not for what it was, but for what it symbolized. It wasn't just the end of a sitcom, it was the end of an era. Behind the decision was a woman who gave her all to her craft, and a husband who loved her too much to push her any further. In the end, what really happened to the finale was simple. It was never meant to be an ending with fireworks. It was meant to be quiet, graceful, and true to Gracie herself. A gentle goodbye to a woman who made millions laugh and whose presence is still felt in the foundations of television comedy today.